episode, we're going to talk about men and mother wounds. In the past episodes, I've talked about women and mother wounds. Again, generally, or in a blanket kind of way, we'll call this abandonment, which is just okay. But I love breaking the abandonment clause in different subcategories. Now, I always say that some men cheat. They move with women left, right, and center. They sleep with every woman they meet, not because they want to, but they are compelled. There's this certain force, something that they cannot just hold back. Why? Now, again, it's taking us back to developmental theory. When a child was growing up, when this particular boy was growing up, the mother, of course, she was there, but emotionally absent. She was not connected to her child emotionally. So as this child was growing up, this young gentleman, this boy, was constantly reminded of, you're a boy. Grow up. Don't do that. Don't do this. You are a boy. Don't cry. You are a boy. So as this child grew up, this child developed thick skin of not feeling pain, thick skin of not feeling hurt, thick skin of not saying what they feel and how they feel it, thick skin. So this child grows into a preteen, a teenage, then finally enters an adulthood. So as this boy continues to grow, this child starts developing kind of resentment. Remember, this child developed, in the very initial resentment, this child developed against her mother, a world, small God, and the universe. It was when her mother would constantly either compare her to other children. John, be like Braden. Be like Paul. Be like Peter. Be like so-and-so. They're doing better than you. Why are you not performing in school? Why are you not? Why are you not? Why? Okay? So the more this boy always felt like he was always on the spotlight for everything wrong. Of course, tantrums is his cup of tea, daily basis. Then this child immediately became rebellious in school. Rebellion is always a way of asserting authority. So this boy needed to feel heard, needed to feel listened to, needed to feel like a sense of belonging, because from home, where the boy is supposed to feel like they belong, they didn't feel so. So their rebellious kind of vibe makes them feel like, I'm strong. At least this time I can speak for myself. At least this time I'm strong. At least this time people are listening to me. So as they continue in that kind of rebellious nature, they get into high school. Possibilities of joining games that are rough is so high, because by that, it makes him release the anger, just like a bottle of Coca-Cola. There's so much resentment within, there's so much unprocessed emotions within, that this boy needs somewhere to release them. Unfortunately, some end up with drugs, but again, some get out of them. So while this is continuing, the mother is not aware of anything that is going on. So grows into an adult, then probably gets some job, and now this boy is now financially stable. The boy who was once believed to be good for nothing, a boy who was once compared to the rest, a boy who was once reminded every now and then that can amount to nothing, is finally having some money at hand. Remember, this boy never had motherly love. Of course, motherly love, according to your definition, is shoes on the feet, school fees, food on the table, and roof over their head. Please add the fifth one, emotional attachment. So this boy that had never been embraced by the mother, this boy that had never been told by the mother how handsome he is, this boy that no accolades have been sent his way, this boy that is constantly living in the scope of negativity, has some money in his hands. What do you expect? He's looking for love. In the midst of him feeling like, now I got some money, I can do whatever I want to do, I can get whatever woman I want to get. His assertion of love or his assertion of authority will come from the aspect of, I can sleep with every woman I get. The resentment that came from his mother is something that is never dealt with. But the unfortunate part of this story is this. This boy is going to meet his mother in every woman he's going to meet. I always describe this concept as carcasses attracts maggots and flies. See, a carcass is probably a dead animal, something dead beside the road. It will only attract maggots and flies because that is the cycle of life. So while this boy grew up in a state of no love, no emotional attachment, constant reminder of the other person does better, this boy was reminded that for you to be good, then you have to be like swans. What does this boy begin to do? Starts attracting women. Remember, just like his mother. And the moment a woman is going to raise her voice to this man, that is his cue to walk out. Because in his head is like, I'm not going to handle this because I've handled this before. My body knows how it feels to be handled the way you just want to handle me. And I'm not going to take that. My body knows how it feels to put me in a position, a very helpless position that you want to put me in. And I'm not going to take that. So this gentleman will do what? Will move out. Probably hop into another woman. Again, a reflection, because we mirror what we are. We mirror the energies that we give out. One thing that I want us to keep in mind is none of this is always from the conscious brain. Because nobody wants to jump from and hop from one relationship to the other consciously. None. Actually, I had one of my clients tell me that, Dorothy, I don't know why I have a wife, but I would easily get attracted to every other woman. It's not like I'm having issues with my wife. But any woman that happens to pass by, I would hop on that. When we went back into his story, then we realized that the father was a constant reminder of, you're not doing good in school. Your sisters are doing better. Your sisters are good at classwork. Why are you not doing mathematics well? Do like your sister, behave like your sister, do this like. So it was a constant reminder to him that there was nothing that he would do that would make the parents proud. And so he felt like he's always been second guessed. He's always felt like he's never been good for anything, not even for the parents. He's not even to himself. But one thing about these kind of men is that you will realize that they're very smart, by the way. but their capacity or their smartness is limited. Their self-esteem is not okay. So to continue boosting their self-esteem, then the more women they box up, if that is the word to go by, the more women they get to to vibe with, the more subconsciously it raises their self-esteem. But unfortunately, what this does, it creates a fake dopamine shot.